Hi, I'm Candy. I'm the owner and creative director at Little Baby Cakes. I'd like to welcome you into my studio today, and I'd like to share with you a buyer's guide on buying a diaper cake. Now, first of all, what a diaper cake isn't. It's not a cake that you eat. You don't have to refrigerate, and you don't have to worry about how many it serves. But what is it? First of all, it's the most unique and practical gift that you can give a new family. And the second thing is, why is it called a diaper cake? Because it's an assembly of diapers that are tiered and they will look like a cake. So as we go through the process, you're going to see the resemblance between a wedding cake and a diaper cake. So let me go through and I'm going to show you some different sizes and styles to kind of share with you which lingo you'll hear, and then we'll go through some things to think about as you're looking for that perfect gift for the loved one, the colleague, something that's going to make you stand out as the gift giver. Now, I use paper swaddlers, and every layer is 4 inches high. So at this point we have 2 layers and they're both 8 inches high. It's important because people want to know how big is the cake, and you may be using it instead of a cake as a centerpiece. So this information is important. This is 8 inches, and one has more diapers than the other, so it has a different look. And as you can see, they're embellished, and this one has a plush toy, so it's a little taller, but again, this would be on 2 8-inch bases. The next 2 cakes are 12 inches high. This one is traditionally layered, and the nice thing about this one is that you cut the ribbon and all the diapers fall off and they're all usable. So we go next door to its little partner here, and it's a 12-inch cake. This is a rolled cake, and the reason it's called rolled is every diaper is rolled and secured with a rubber band or a piece of string. And the only con on this cake is that when it comes to disassembly, the new mom or dad or somebody in the family is going to have to take time to take every one of the diapers apart. So again, both cakes will, assemble up and, have different looks, and depending on the designer's theme, here they are. Now the next cake is a 4-tier cake. 4 times 4 is 16, and so you can see it makes a nice centerpiece, and again it's layered, and therefore you cut the ribbon and it will fall apart. The next cake is 5 tiers, and this cake is 20 inches tall. It's all decorated up and ready to go. It's over 10 pounds, and the one thing about this cake I always think about is there's a lot of diaper changing going on here, and this one is decorated in a safari theme. To my left or your right is the eco-friendly diaper cake, and I'm pointing out to it because eco-friendly diapers have a different look. They're a nice latte colored diaper, and if you're looking at different sites or whatever, the issue is on contrast. If you use a light ribbon, there's going to be a contrast. If it's decorated with darker, it blends in, and but every cake I showed you can be made with eco-friendly. This is the most eco-friendly cake that you can have, and it's the cloth cake. And so I call this the beginning of all diapers. It is a little bit more than 8 inches tall because of the width of the cloth diapers. Now, as you go on different sites, you'll see how, diaper cakes I mentioned I use Paper Swaddlers, but I'm showing you one if you were using a Huggies, which is a good brand of diaper, but you can see that there is a color variation. So, when it's all decorated up, you may see, light green on the top versus a white, with this brand. And another brand I've seen, people use different brands, and they're going to have different looks, and this diaper is printed. So you can imagine if this cake was, made with this, all this printing is still going to show beyond the, the size of the ribbons. But as a buyer, everybody has a different preference of diapers, and I'm just showing you the, the different things that would go into making one. Now, this is the best gift that you're going to give the new mom, and all of them will come out of a box. Now on ours we wrap with tulle and put a bow on them, but you're going to find some places that will use cellophane and they'll also tie it with a bow. Again, these are gifts, and so they're prepared for gift giving. Now as you go through your shopping experience and you start looking at different things that are important to you, you may want to talk about shipping and look at shipping. Your best friend may have moved to England, and the site that you find your diaper cake, do they ship overseas? Do they ship to APO, Alaska, Hawaii? And what if you forgot? You were so busy and you forgot to send out that diaper cake. Guess what? Can you have them expedite it? Will they rush it out the same day? those are things to think about as you make your choices. Now, the one thing I'd like to talk about is, don't ship to the hospital. The new mom she just wants to take that baby home and start the next chapter, and they don't stay in the hospital very long, and the mailroom may not get that box up to her. She'll appreciate it when she gets home and she's able to enjoy receiving that gift. Now, the other thing to think about is when you look at, choosing, is the site you're choosing sell more than diaper cakes? And, the issue on that one is that, maybe you see something you like, but you want a ribbon color tweaked. A site that deals with diaper cakes only will be able to do that for you in an expedient manner. If you see diaper cakes on a site where they sell a variety of products, remember there's probably not that opportunity to personalize it. And most sites that deal with diaper cakes, that, they will probably do customization. Now, I can tell you that I have been asked to make a rock and roll band one, and it was exciting and it was fun, and it stretched my imagination. So, if something that you don't see, those sites will be able to help you out. Now, what's important when you get to know who you're buying from is, does the site have a toll-free number? Can you get a hold of them? And will they answer the phone and answer your emails? Get to know them. Do they spend the time and the money investing in your shopping experience with McAfee, VeriSign, and the Better Business Bureau? Click on it. For example, on the Better Business Bureau, click on it to make sure it goes to that site and that it's just not a click art symbol to give you false sense of security. Again, it's for your safety, your security, and your protection. Now, credit cards, do they accept all of the credit cards maybe you want to use, or do they accept PayPal? Find out what your options are there. Look at the site and read testimonials. Are they happy? Are people spending the time to send comments about, are they happy with the product? Did it exceed their expectations? Was it the best gift at the party? Find out what people are saying about, your choice selection that you're thinking about. Now, in regards to refund, will they, the site stand behind their business and their product, and if they will. So those are things to consider as you go. Now, what I'd like to point out is, as you go and you find the diaper cake that you like, each site and each designer uses something different. Now, some sites will use a lot more diapers, and I'm going to give you my philosophy about what I do at Little Baby Cakes. This cake I'm showing you in front of me is got one of the best plush toys, and it's made by Goon, and I definitely like to, spend my time and resources on plush animals, because the way I look at it, this gift is consumed rather early in the baby's process of changing the diapers and using the lotions and things on it. But the little guy here, my kids loved their teddy bears and they loved their stuffed animals, and they took them with them, to daycare and such. And I always think about that, because you know what? I know that this teddy bear is going to last after the life of the diaper cake. And I'd like to know that I have good quality and safe items that the baby is going to use beyond the parents using the cake. So, I like to hear that, they liked it and they're going to use it and it will last. So I want to thank you very much for the time, letting me share with you, the wonderful and practical gift of diaper cake giving. And if Little Baby Cakes can help you out, please let us know. Thank you.